Jorge Rodriguez denounced on Tuesday that the 4 independent mayors who expressed their support for the candidacy of President Nicolas Maduro are being threatened by sectors of the opposition and have been accused of traitors, and announced that the National Assembly's Domestic Policy Commission will launch an in-depth investigation on these events. teleSUR correspondent Yunus Soner with the details.
Jorge Rodriguez, General Coordinator of our Venezuela campaign for supporting President Nicolas Maduro, held a press conference on Tuesday. He announced that the National Assembly, whose chairman he also is, whose president he also is, will start an investigation with its Domestic Politics Commission. The topic of the investigation are threats against oppositional mayors who had yesterday declared their support for actual president and candidate Nicolas Maduro in the coming elections on 28th of July. Jorge Rodriguez in detail presented how one of them, Pedro Antonio Abreu of the Rojas municipality in the state of Barinas, was threatened personally by phone calls as well as other phone calls who threatened his ill mother. That mayor was also threatened with graffiti that was placed on his wall calling him a traitor. Rodriguez said this incident will be investigated by the National Assembly and called also the Public Ministry to start a profound investigation. He also called upon international media organizations such as CNN, whom he called so-called defenders of human rights, to report on this kind of incidents. And he added that he asked the Carter Center, one US organization that will be here present during the elections, to open its eyes and to acknowledge and to remember these kinds of incidents, as well as the UN panel that will be present here in the coming days until the elections. Rodriguez emphasized that these kinds of threats and these kinds of acts constitute acts of terrorism that serve the purpose on the oppositional side to keep other mayors who are fed up with the violence and with destabilization efforts and who want to have peace and who thus tend to support President Maduro as well. Such mayors are being kept in line by these threats, said Rodriguez, who said, "We know very well who is behind these acts of violence, but we still want a profound investigation so that it becomes clear to everyone." Rodriguez also emphasized that basically these terror acts and this recurrence to violence happens because the oppositional forces, the extreme right, knows it has not the right and it has not the majority. Thus, it recurs to such acts of violence and threats destabilizing Venezuela. But he said that he is confident that more and more mayors and other forces of the opposition will, as the 4 yesterday, tend to support President Maduro in an attempt to achieve peace and stability and harmony within the country in the future as well.